Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where we're gonna paint this truck in this video. Okay, last episode I painted the roof, painted the inside of the bed, painted the door panels blue, spotted in the door jambs a little bit, and it kind of needs some more, I guess, but pretty much trying to wrap everything up. Now, we left off with a transmission leak, power steering leak. I'll get to them here in a minute. I've been water sanding it all down with 400 grit. Just about done. I think I just got this door here to do. I didn't want to drip water all over here where I was. Look at this transmission leak. Anyway, yeah, that's the plan, guys. You're gonna finish sanding it, 400 wet and dry, wash it all off. We'll bring it in here, mask it, and paint it. I gotta get rid of all this stuff here. Not a whole lot, and a few little things in here. Get it all ready. Gonna paint it right in my garage. If you're new, it's where I paint the cars, right inside here. Blow all the dust out. Close the doors, use this fan, block off the other areas with some cardboard. Use the fan to suck out all the paint fumes. Use a little cheap Harbor Freight gun, $16.99. And this little compressor here. It's good enough to run a paint gun, paint a whole car. You don't need one of those big giant ones. So yeah, that's about it. $111 paint kit with reducer hardener. This stuff here. Okay, that's what I'm painting it with, acrylic enamel. I'm just selling this truck, but who knows how long it'll hang around for. But we'll see. Well, it looks shiny. It looks nice. We don't know how long it's going to last. It's cheap paint, but it's car paint. It's a lot better than spray canning a car, using cheap tractor paint, you know, crap like that. Use actual car paint, guys. I've already mentioned a few times on other videos. Okay, so that's the plan. And then that'll be it for this video. After this, or for this playlist of the pickup, it'll be all ready to sell or trade. So I don't know. Tell me what y'all think you would put it up for sale for. I know there's a lot of people, different parts of the country, say they're worth a fortune, but they're not here. I'm thinking probably put it up for $3,500 or trade, something like that. But after it's painted, let me all know what y'all think. You know, if it's worth a fortune where you're at, might be worth you coming down here. I'm at the Oklahoma-Texas border. Buy it from me and take it up to where you're at and sell it for a fortune. Because they don't sell that, you know, that high here. Like I said, they may go high if it's a one owner, garage kept, low mileage, that type of thing. Not an old beat up work truck that's been rode hard and put away wet like this one and most trucks. So, you know. Anyway, guys, let me finish that off and I'll come back when we're about to mask it and I get all this crap cleaned up, thrown away and put away. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, got a massive transmission leak here. Been sitting up for about a week. You can't really see all the spillage, but anyway, pretty sure I found it. There's a little light on there. That's a little electronic speedometer. See the drip there? So I'm going to take that apart, See what type of seal is in there. I took the transmission mount off. That's what it was doing, was leaking there and coming out and dripping down here and just leaving a big old puddle. So let me take that apart, see what type of seal's in there, see if I can fix it. I'll be back. Okay, this is it. Slides in like that. I'm guessing this is a gasket here, but I'm not sure. It feels really hard. It doesn't feel like a soft rubber O-ring gasket. It's gonna drip for a while getting out of there. That's where it went in. I don't know. I don't know if I should just pack it with gasket sealer and hope for the best or what. Anyway, I'll figure something else. I'll be back. Okay, guys. Where am I here? Hang on. Okay. I just packed all gasket sealer around there, put it back in. It's been sitting all day. So, and cleaned off all the drips. We'll see what happened. That was a big leak. And I don't know why. So anyway, that's all I can do really, unless I get a whole new one, because I don't think that little O-ring thing is replaceable. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna try that, put some fluid in it, let it run, get it out of the way of all this mess, and I'll be back. Okay, I got in front of the shop all cleaned up, power washed all that transmission fluid over here, we'll get the truck back over here and see if it leaks anymore and put all that stuff away. So yeah, a little bit more sanding, we can bring her inside, so I'll be back tomorrow. Okay guys, she's all sanded down, and I'm just washing her down, spraying her down with water, taking some dish soap and getting everything off of there. That's a secret to a good paint job, is after you finished all the body work and sanding, wash her down real good. Get all that dust and crap out from all the little crevices. And so I'm just gonna let her sit out here and dry for a while and then start masking it off and paint it. So we'll see you later. Nikki, ready to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk? Okay, hang on for a minute, okay? I don't know if you can see that, guys. It's dark. But I got it all masked off. Hang on for a second. George Thorogood doesn't need my YouTube money. Okay, got her all masked off. We're gonna paint it tomorrow in the morning. So yeah, that's it. Not a whole lot to mask off. Okay, so I think that's it. Tomorrow we'll set up the tripod. I don't know. I can set it up on one corner, then the other corner. Some regular motion, some fast motion. I don't know. We'll do something. But anyway, got the paint there. Got everything all ready. So first thing in the morning, we'll be back here. Okay, gotta give Nikki a walk even though it's dark, but okay, we'll see you in the morning. Okay guys, I got it ready to paint. I just wiped it down with a wet paper towel. I don't have any of those fancy no lint cloths and stuff, but wipe it down and dry it off, and that's it. Just did it with water because it's already washed down with soap, so you don't need to use all that wax and grease remover and go over it 10 times and everything. It's okay. So I'm going to paint this a little bit different than usual. Usually I would start, let's say, see, I don't see my hand, start half the hood, then come over and do the fender or the door, and then go over and do the other half of the hood on the other side, fender, door, then come back over here, do this side, then go over the other side, do that side, and then come back and do the tailgate. That's the way I usually do it, but we've already painted the hood or the roof, so I'm just going to start at one end, go all the way around a complete circle. So I'm going to start right here, this back end, and go all the way around. And it's so hot out that it'll probably dry, so I can probably just do 2 or 3 coats all at once with hardly any wait time. So I'm going to try to get this done within an hour. So anyway, I set you up here. I got some saran wrap in front of the lens, keep the overspray off the camera so it doesn't ruin it. So yeah, anyway, this looks like it's got the whole truck in the viewfinder. So I'm going to start over here at the end and go all the way around. Probably all you'll hear is the compressor coming on.
Okay, coat number 2.
Okay guys, let's put 3 good coats on it. So I have a little problem with the spray gun there, but I think it was the paint. I had to thin it down a lot more than I usually do. So I put in a lot more reducer. But anyway, a little bug there, but you can see the hail dents. There's lots of little teeny hail dents on it. Probably won't be able to see it too much outside. But I think it come up pretty good. Okay, probably at the end of the day. It's the morning now. I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. 9:30 in the morning. I've been out here since like 7. Screwing around. End of the day, probably about 6-7 o'clock. We're gonna pull it outside and maybe put on the moldings, side moldings and stuff like that. And that'll probably be it for the video. But yeah, we'll see what it looks like outside. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, we're just gonna let the truck dry for the rest of the day. Wanted to go over a few things. The Avalanche is still at the transmission shop. It's been there 2 weeks. I called after a week, said they hadn't touched it. Working half day, something about vacation or something, and he'll get to it in a few days. Now it's been another week. Haven't heard from him. So this week coming up, Sunday now, so this week coming up, I'm going to get a hold of him and say, hey, you need to fix it or give me my money back or something, or I'm gonna have to sue you. Another thing I wanted to mention, when we talk about titles and stuff, I do the court-ordered titles, real easy, get them in a week. Bunch of people commented, and I knew about it, the Vermont title loophole, where you can, you know, get a Vermont title, then bring it to your state, and they'll get you, transfer it to your state's title. That loophole has been closed. And the guys that exposed it all on Uncle Tony's channel, they're the ones on their channel that said it was closed because it got taken advantage of by a bunch of unscrupulous idiots that was doing it for people. They're charging people to do it, and then they were going into the Vermont DMV doing 25 at a time every week, and it set off red alarm bells, and the personnel closed the loophole. Anyway, okay, the trailer here, camper, was missing these 2 tires and rims. I took these rims off the 2001 Silverado parts truck, put little smaller tires on it. I got some lug nuts on it, but I'm missing a couple. And then I had the centers were too far, or I had to grind out the centers to fit over the hub. I'm gonna see if I can round up some lug nuts. But anyway, it's towable now. If somebody still wants it, I cleaned out a bunch of stuff. Not all of it, but it's it still looks like crap in here. Stinks. Still all crap there, but I cleaned up the major stuff and put it in the burn barrel. It needs to be all swept out. Little box of stuff I'll keep there, flea and tick spray for dogs and stuff like that. But anyway, it's got a water leak over there, right on the top. Anyway, it still stinks like hell in here. Okay, just thought I'd go over that. We'll be back later in the day with putting on the moldings and those little black stepside inserts on the bed, and see what else we can get done. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, that's what it looks like outside. Pretty damn shiny. I put these on, cleaned them up a little bit. I can probably armor all them or something, but I just washed them off. It was all, they were filthy. So I put them little, and I left the emblems on the back. I don't know, I thought about taking them off and leaving them off, but oh well. But yeah, no runs in it, no orange peel. Like I said, I had to mix it up a little bit more thinner with some reducer to get that gun to spray right. It's just a cheap Harbor Freight gun, guys, but it's got some plastic and stuff up there. And it wasn't a brand new one that I used. I think I used that to paint the Avalanche too. Just took a chance on using it again. Usually I use them for one full paint job and then use another one instead of taking them apart and cleaning them and doing a bunch of crap to them. They're just cheap enough to be disposable. Okay, so that's how it turned out. Turned out great. We don't know how long it's going to last, but it is car paint. It's acrylic enamel. Right after this little segment, when I finish talking, I'm going to give you the eBay screenshot for the paint reducer, hardener. Comes with a little mixing cup, and some sticks and strainers and stuff like that. All for $111 shipped. So I'm going to give you the, I bought it, it's not sponsored. I'll give you the screenshot of it. You can just check the eBay seller's name, pause it, and go on there and see what he's got to offer. Like I said, it's automotive paint. Again, don't get sucked into thinking a rattle can spray can job is going to be good enough. This is probably cheaper or just as cheap as a spray can. Get yourself a cheap Harbor Freight gun. Somebody mentioned they were on sale this weekend for $9.99. There you go, 10 bucks for a spray can or spray gun, and you get a hell of a job done. We hope it's going to last. Acrylic enamel, you know, I could say for, you know, decades ago it used to be pretty good, but we don't know what chemicals they banned and use and stuff nowadays, but I guarantee it's better than tractor paint, rattle cans, any of that cheap crap that people make for YouTube views on videos. Don't get suckered into it. This is the way to go. If you want to be cheap, this is the way to go. What my tried and true paint is this Nason 2K urethane that I painted Nomad with. It's on my black Silverado, been on there 10 years. Never buffed it, waxed it, nothing. And this Nomad here will look just as great 10 years from now. So if you want to spend an extra, I don't know what the price is now for white, but it's probably going to be, you know, $100 or $150 more than this acrylic enamel. So if you want to step up and do a very long lasting paint job, get some Nason 2K urethane. That's what I use for all the cars that I'm going to keep. I'm just selling this one. Also, a subscriber reached out and said that he'll come down from San Antonio and buy it. I'm going to email him back and say it's painted and done. If you don't want it, let me know, because I'm going to put it up on Marketplace for $3,500 or trade. Okay, so what I'm about to do now is, no, I put them taillights on there too. I haven't spent very much this go around. If you followed the whole story on this, I paid a bunch of helpers and stuff 6 years ago and got the motor swap in there and everything. And anyway, it's been sitting up for 6 years. This go around here, I haven't really spent shit on it. 111 bucks for paint, and the second most expensive was a side molding here, $33. But I guessed wrong, and it took 2 of them. It's going to take 2 of them to do the whole truck, so 66 bucks for that, and then a few bucks here and there for miscellaneous stuff. I do have a clear title to it. When I mentioned the title thing there in the other segment, I had to get a title like that for a few cars. So if you don't have a clear title, or the title's messed up, or somebody signed it wrong and you can't locate the former owner, blah blah blah, that's when I went and got a court order title for many cars around here. Well, the Nomad, I guess, was probably the last one, because it sat in the field for 30-something years and it never had a title. But any car, you can do that. At least in Oklahoma you can. Texas, you can get a bonded title on any car. Every state should have a provision for that. But the Vermont thing, loophole, has been closed, so you can't do the Vermont thing anymore. But every state should have a way of getting a title for a car that's been, you know, sitting in a field for 30, 40 years and something, you know, bonded, usually a bonded or a court order title. But no, I have a clear title that's all good on this one, so I don't spend no money on that. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to cut this up. What you do is just measure it out, and it's a lot thinner than the factory. And then just cut it with a razor blade or a cutting knife with a blade in it. And usually you want to run a 1/4 inch piece of tape. It's going to go about an inch or so below the body line here. So you want to run a 1/4 inch tape, say from here all the way, so you get it straight. And then line it up, cut it, stick it on there, and then it's going to go from here around here. Well, no, I don't know. I think it might end right here. We'll see. You can do it any way you want, but yeah, probably end up cutting it there because it's probably not going to curve there. Okay. Now I'm going to get some flat black paint, spray a little black paint in here over the white. See some white on the frame and everything, make it look a little cleaner. So always keep some spray cans of black paint to do that. In here a little bit. Okay, well I'll be back, and here's the screenshot for the paint on eBay. And I'll be back when I get the moldings on. Okay guys, there it is with the side moldings on it. Looks pretty sharp. Yeah, if it was still a 4x4, I'd probably buy a 4x4 or Z71 sticker stuff, dress it up a little bit. But I didn't want to go overboard and go two-tone on it or something, but it kind of needs a stripe or pinstripe or something. But right now I'm not going to do anything with it, any of that. Okay, so all I got left to do, I got to clean up the windows real good. I didn't realize that back window used to be tinted, so it's got a bunch of residue on the inside. And I got to clean off some of this overspray stuff. But other than that, oh, and the rear bumper. I got this bumper, but I was over by the 97 Tahoe parts truck back there, and I think it's got a better bumper on it. Just that I got to lay down in the dirt with the ants and everything and take it off, and who knows how easy that thing's going to be to take off. So I think I'm just going to leave the back bumper for now and end this video on the way it is now. Oh, I'm going to take a little satin black and paint the wiper arms. I think there was a couple other little spots I wanted to touch up. Flat black. But anyway, guys, I think that's it for this video. Like I said, there's a cheap paint job. And like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And next video, I think, I don't want to give it away, but we got some add-ons to do to the Nomad. But I'll leave it at that. It'll be pretty good video, I think. Okay, so yeah, we got that. Then we got the 76 El Camino. I keep saying that, seats and the carpet and all that. We're going to get to that real shortly. Okay, so I guess that's it. Just subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.